Hello and welcome to yet another trading week. I have just been observing the market for the past few trading days, especially that this week is going to be much of a very volatile trading week. All right, we are going to be experiencing the FOMC, the UK elections. A lot of economic events has been scheduled to take place this week, so it's going to be a very volatile trading week for us. Okay, all right, let's look into the forex factory economical calendar to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled to take place for this coming trading week. Well, you can clearly see the FOMC schedule right there. This is FOMC on Wednesday. Heavy weight news announcement here. This is probably going to be the last FOMC for the year, and so it's going to wrap up for the year. You expect to see some crazy market behavior as that news announcement will be released. Another one that majority of the traders, the market movers, have been out of the market waiting to see a conclusive decision is the parliamentary election result that will be coming up on Thursday, the 12th of December. So on Thursday, we are expecting to see heavy market volatility, especially with the sterling pounds crosses. All right, especially with all sterling pounds crosses, the market is going to react based on the result from this fundamental event. Okay. All right, others are normal high impact news announcement, species, ECB press conference. For this week, we need to really give special attention to this, okay, and this. Special attention to this, all right, to these two. These ones are really going to rock the market as they are released. All right, now let's look into the charts and see what we have waiting for us. The euro against the American dollar, I am going to be really snappy with this because we have analyzed this over and over. We are anticipating a triangle formation. All right, this is the swing down, swing up, swing down. We are seeing some hesitation here, but ultimately we expect to see price push to the upside. This hesitation here is either price is going to come down or it is going to push to the upside. But if I am trading here, I'll be favoring more of buy opportunity than short. Okay, we also talked about that linear line. If you draw your trend line, you will see that there are some levels of support around this zone, and so you want to be careful hitting on your sell button. In the daily time frame, we analyzed this before, where we talked about, in fact, the last market review. This was exactly the chart that the analysis that we left. We got a channel formation. Remember when I was talking about price pushing to somewhere in here, then bouncing back up. Well, this time around, it couldn't break below that key level. If you look backward retrospectively, price has been reacting off that level. It couldn't break that level, and the next reaction there was a breakout. All right, it was a breakout. Now price has broken out of that upper channel leg. Is this a pullback? Is this breakout pullback, a continuation move? Well, that is possible. That is very possible indeed. But we may be anticipating price again in another perspective. Aside from the fact that we got this channel broken to the upside. In fact, we got a double bottom right here. This is more of a neckline, broken to the upside, and price is now making what seems like a pullback for probably a continuation move. We may be having other forms of congestion, and you really do not want to rule them out. Okay, that is possibly an expanding triangle. All right, a sign of market confusion, where price is now swinging up and down again, maybe down again and up. All right, so it's a form of expanding triangle. Let me try to get my lines there. Just a minute. Okay, just a minute, please. Just hold on, try to look at this. Okay, I am talking about something like this. Okay, something like this. All right, so you don't really want to rule this out. In the euro against the American dollar, this is possibly, I want to keep this high. All right, now you really do not want to rule this out. This is bounces there, another bounce, so we have the possibility of an expanding triangle. So price is likely going to come down, and so this is the optimal area to hit on your buy button. And if price respects that level, then right there we are going to see a turn to the upside. At any rate, I will want to stick to this price action. All right, then to this one. I wouldn't want to take an entry there. Okay, if price comes down to this area, that will be fine. But again, remember, in the Forex Factory economical calendar, this week is for the FOMC, which is affecting the American dollar crosses, and so you want to be extremely patient. Avoid trading here for now. Okay, just avoid trading there for now. All right, let's see, shorter time frame. Okay, let's move on to the next pair. Euro against the sterling pound in the monthly time frame. Well, very quickly here, let's keep this level. That's a level of support. Okay, you can see that level there held price, so that's the monthly level of support. How about the weekly level? Well, just connect this. All right, we drew this before. Price has been swinging up and down. Okay, so right now back to support zone. The election is on Thursday. We don't know what will happen around this support area. Okay, so let's just keep that level. Change that color to blue. Okay, we're still going to keep this one. All right, so just like the euro against the sterling pounds is facing its support level, that is how most of the sterling pounds crosses are facing their levels of support and resistance. This is a point of conference, actually, that level of support coming around there. Price has been swinging up and down, so somewhere in the air is support. Don't be surprised to see that price reacts there, then push all the way right there, then come back down again on that fundamental result. Well, anything can happen. Let's just wait, but you know that this level is support zone and you don't want to hit on your sell button. In the weekly time frame, well, we have drawn the weekly level already. In the daily level, daily time frame, we can keep this one. All right, there may be someone here not so significant, but we can keep it in. Okay, nothing else. The most significant point here is that price is trading around the long-term level of support. All right, the next one is the euro against the New Zealand dollar. Well, some of my friends analyzed this pair some time ago, and their analysis were quite right, looking price to go to the downside. Well, again, don't underestimate the power of this level. That one there. Okay, so price might just be around support. In fact, that is support level wherever you have 2 points bouncing, and I am anticipating this again. When the market gets mucky, you are likely going to be finding some of these patterns. Okay, so that's the level of resistance. All right, so for the euro against the New Zealand dollar, price is likely trading around support. This is a better view of support right here. So if this holds true, then we might be seeing a bounce from that point on. So be careful again, going short in the daily time frame. We got that level. For those of you who analyze this pair and sent to me, that level that was holding price as support actually got broken to the downside, made a pullback, and from there on kept falling to the downside for a continuation move. Well, I was just too very careful with this pair. All right, I was just too careful, looking for that hesitation, which has always happened, and so I didn't want to go short. No regrets. Okay, no regrets at all. That was the daily level, the daily trend line. Just keep that within the daily time. Okay, so nothing else. I just want to show you that again, price might be facing another problematic level. Here you don't have a valid setup, so you need to be very careful hitting on your sell button against that level. All right, the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. We have already established that this is the a possibility of a monthly channel where price has to go sideways, just like it did here. Went sideways for some time, and so the best course of action is to keep looking for short opportunities. Let's look into the daily time frame. I am liking price action here. Okay, that level once gave way, got broken to the downside. You can see the bounces. That's one bounce there, another one got hesitated to breakout. I am seeing this as a pullback. Okay, pullback to retest that problematic zone right there, that level there. So right there is where we should be looking for short entries in the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. Let's see the okay, in the daily time frame, oh sorry, in the forward time frame, we can keep this level. Just mark that. Okay, right here, just keep that level. All right, so in the forward time frame, that's our level of support. Price went all the way to retest that level, and now it is finding resistance. That level is key because it acted as resistance, again acted as support, and it is now acting as resistance. So this could be a pullback for price to come back down. Well, I do not have excuse me, I do not have the valid entry yet, and so I will keep watching. I will keep waiting and watching until I find the valid entry. Again, remember the FOMC is for this week, Wednesday. All right, the sterling pound against the Canadian dollar. I don't really want to waste much time here. I just want to show you that price is still trading around resistance zone, just like the euro against the sterling pound is trading around support zone. So be hesitant taking on your buy entry there. The American dollar against the Swiss franc, were lots of hesitation for so many weeks. The price is just still there. In the daily time frame, it is obviously now a range. You can see the range. Okay, so all we need to do is to wait for price to break out. Within this range, it can be extremely difficult to make money as price ranges right there. You never can tell when the breakout will happen. All right, folks, that is basically all. I hope we will find something to trade within this week before the year runs to an end. But more importantly is the fundamental event on Thursday that has to do with the sterling pound crosses. We need to manage well. We need to follow the markets very closely to see what sensible decision we are going to be taking and how we intend to manage the trading situation. Stay tuned. Next year is going to be a more interesting year. I promise you that next year, after all of these Brexit issues, global economic crisis, things are going to reset for normal, and trading will pick up again. If you have questions or contributions, feel free, send them across to us, and we'll be very happy to respond to them. You have a nice trading time. Bye bye.